Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Madam Sumaira Nazir, organizer of this 5th Pakistan Road Safety Conference 2021, honorable speakers and representatives of different stakeholders, learned speakers and participants, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It really gives me a pleasure to address the participants of this 5th Pakistan Road Safety Conference 2021. And at this occasion, obviously, we must pay homage to Mr. Kaisar Javed Khatana Sahab, who really had been the pioneer in bringing all the stakeholders of road safety concept at one platform. And he no doubt was a towering figure so far as efforts with regard to bringing awareness on the topic of road safety is concerned. So we must applaud and acknowledge his efforts, and even organization of today's conference no doubt is in continuation of those efforts. Road, as already has been different aspects have been already explained by different learned speakers, and it has importance of road safety has rightly been emphasized and highlighted. No doubt this is a wider concept. It encompasses different aspects, right start from awareness, then the enforcement, then other related aspects like mechanical and engineering. So until and unless all stakeholders won't play their role, obviously the results are not going to be productive. Being the representative of National Highway and Motorway Police, which is the law enforcement agency, and obviously since last almost 24 years, this organization is putting in all-out efforts to bring road safety concept inculcated in the citizens of Pakistan. No doubt, after the onset of this organization, earlier, if all Pakistani citizens do compare that, do our citizens really have had such type of better realization of traffic sense until and unless National Highway and Motorway Police got birth in 1997? Obviously not. After birth of this organization, there came a paradigm shift towards the rule of law, particularly or at least on the roads, and then road safety awareness, and is dispensation of duties with sense of responsibility. So we are thankful to our pioneers of this, our organization, and then we are obviously thankful to the people of Pakistan who do acknowledge the efforts of National Highway and Motorway Police at each forum, and then cooperate with us so far as our efforts with regard to dissemination of knowledge, rules, laws about traffic in different fragments of society, and then they do cooperate with us when we implement our rules and laws on the road. They instead of getting offended, obviously people do appreciate when we try to make them realize that implementation of the laws and the compliance of the laws is obviously in the betterment and for the safety of the commuter, and in particular, and for the people and the community in general. So, as already it has been discussed, that there are multiple reasons for the road accidents, but in my view, and in a generally accepted view, there are three main causes. Either cause would be mechanical, Then cause can be engineering related. And the third and the most important and the foremost is the human error. And all these causes become the reason of the accidents on the roads. Obviously, all these three causes could be avoided, as rightly said by Sir Hamid Akhtar, Chairman NTRC, that nothing is impossible if due focus and attention and appropriate measures could be adopted in respect to each of three. All these three are avoidable. However, it is pertinent to mention here that among all these three, the most prevalent cause is the human error, and this is what we, National Highway and Motorway Police, keep on encountering on roads on daily basis, and our all-out efforts are always in this regard, that to schools and colleges and universities, and then the labor, then different fragments of the society. So our special education, mobile education teams keep on at each sector, zonal and headquarter level. This is always the priorities of our Inspector Generals, and this has brought, no doubt, this has brought about a lot of positive result and a paradigm shift and change in the mindset and in the culture of the commuters, the drivers of this country as well. So obviously, National Highway and Motorway Police, although being the prime agency so far as law enforcement on highways and motorways is concerned, but we cannot work in isolation. So here the importance of all other stakeholders also cannot be overemphasized. Each stakeholder has its own responsibility, has its own mandate and scope. National Highway Authority, Rescue 1122, engineering universities, NTRC, each and every stakeholder. So this even conference is an indication that at least since many years, we all have come to this realization that until and unless we won't strive in this direction unitedly, we're not going to achieve our targets. So we do pledge here that we would keep on striving for this common goal, and we would keep this beacon light, which was obviously lit by late Kaisar Javed Khatana Sahab, the continued towards its goal. National Highway, at the end, I would like to just mention few initiatives which, besides routine traditional duties or the scope of the work which we had been traditionally doing. Obviously, our leadership is cognizant of the changing needs of the time. Recently, our Inspector General, former Inspector General, Dr. Kaleem Imam Sahab, he put in a lot of effort to bring the data centralization regarding vehicle registration, regarding licensing, and in that regard a central repository recently has been introduced at headquarter level, which has made the data possible of all the 4 provinces and even AJK and Gilgit-Baltistan possible to be integrated at one forum, and yet the work is in progress, and hopefully within a couple of months when this whole data which is concerned with our work and with regard to implementation and with regard to bringing traffic regime in order, obviously when this would be completed, this would be a big leap towards our path. Then licensing, Motorway Police had been working on licensing. Now with the efforts of Dr. Kaleem Imam Sahab, who has recently been transferred out, and we have got the new Inspector General, Mr. Inam Ghani, who is more vibrant even, and has pledged to continue these efforts which are modern, which are technological based, and the need of the hour. So licensing is going to be further broadened by making and establishing its links at provincial headquarters, and making it open even for general public as well. And finally, the introduction of technology. Recently we have even resorted to drones technology for better traffic regulation, for better traffic management at the choking and the congestion points. Likewise, use of the drone technology in handling mega events, and even use of drone technology in catching the violators and getting them enforced. Likewise, we are even going towards body-worn cameras, as is the practice in Western world and the modern world. Our officers, their activity and their dealings with the violators or with the general public would be recorded, obviously for the betterment of the behavior of our officers, as well as for giving the feedback to the general public that how do they behave when they are on the road and when they are caught violating or breaking the law. So this was all about what the road safety theme is, and what we, the National Highway and Motorway Police, are working upon. And finally, I am grateful to the organizers of this seminar and to all the learned speakers who shared their ideas and their theme with us, and which obviously by sharing all this knowledge and our experiences, we are going to learn and we are going to improve upon. So I am grateful. Pakistan Zindabad, Motorway Police Band.